Hello everyone, Namaste. My name is Raghavendra Hagari. I am an engineer by profession. I'm just here to share my thoughts, share my views on the important topic that's young India and its young leaders. First of all, what's politics? Politics is an field through which anybody can work for the betterment of this nation, for the betterment of the people. Politics, in simple words, it is a nation building process, it's a future building process. So the question is, India being the youngest country in the world, India being the topmost economical country in the world, why we don't see any youth leaders in Indian politics? To be specific, if we see our Lok Sabha today, if we study our Lok Sabha today, 70% of the leaders, 70% of the sitting leaders are in the age of 45 to 70 year age. It's only 2 to 3% of the leaders are in the age of 25 to 35. The question is why? Because those 2 to 3% of the leaders, young leaders, belongs to the political families. So this makes true that the theme of Indian politics is dynastic politics. So the question is, when we have thousands and crores of yuvas working in the youth wings of the political parties, be it a national political party or be it a regional political parties, when we have thousands and crores of yuva karyakartas working in the political youth wings of the political parties, where do these yuva karyakartas go? Why don't we see these yuva karyakartas as the future leaders? Why don't these yuva karyakartas come up as the young leaders of young India? To get the answer for these questions, to know the process, we have to study all the youth wings of all the political parties. First of all, how a yuva joins political field in the India. A yuva joins political field by joining youth wings of the political parties. So that's why I said it's very important for us to see, to study the youth wings of all the political parties. When a yuva joins youth wings, he faces so many difficulties, he faces so many challenges that a yuva quits political field in between. Why? What are those problems? The first most problem is our family. Thanks to so many great leaders who have spoiled this beautiful field of nation building process, who have spoiled this political field, because of which our parents are scared. If his son or if his daughter joins political parties, they are very sure, parents are very sure that this young boy or young girl will definitely lose his future or her future. Thanks to all these great leaders who have spoiled this political field. In spite facing this family opposition, our youth joins the political field, joins the youth wings of the political parties. That too when a yuva is in his studies. In rare cases, a yuva will be doing his job, somehow managing his studies, somehow in rare cases managing his job. When a yuva joins political parties, he will never be having his family support, neither he will have a political leader support, nor he will have any financial support from political parties. Then how is it possible for any youth to survive in this field? How is it possible? For example, when a yuva joins youth wings of the political parties, whenever there are any very common characters in the youth wings, a yuva being a motivated person, being an inspiring person to work for the betterment of this nation, that yuva spends all his pocket money for all the कार्यक्रम्स of that youth wing. So in the time 1 year passes, 2 year passes, and in the same years and years passes, that yuva understands that he is running out of money. A yuva understands that he do not have any background support from any single person of these political parties. That's the point when yuva quits the political field. That's the point a yuva is very much disappointed, and he forgets his dreams of working for the betterment of his people, and by disappointingly yuva leaves the political field. This is how we are losing lakhs and crores of yuvas every day, every single minute. So the question is, how can we motivate our yuva leaders to be the future leaders? How can we make a samanya to samanya karyakarta? How can we make a common to very common karyakartas to see the young leaders of young India? How is it possible? I have a answer for this question. I have a solution for this problem. Please let me know by your comments if you agree with my solution. To see this solution, we have to study the election process. We all know that during the elections, like MLA election, MPs elections, or even in the Gram Panchayat elections, these political leaders, political parties spends lakhs and crores of money in the election process. When we spend lakhs and crores of money in the election, why don't these political parties and political leaders pay stipend to these yuva karyakartas? Yes, of course, I remember when we have crores of yuva karyakartas working in the youth wings of the political parties, it's practically difficult to pay stipend to all the karyakartas of this youth wing. But it's not practically difficult to pay at least 5,000 to 10,000 money as a stipend only to Adhyaksha and Upadhyakshas of these youth wings. Because if you see, most of the times these Adhyakshas and Upadhyakshas of youth wings belongs to the poor families. These Adhyakshas and Upadhyakshas belongs to the student category or in the job doing category. So when we pay stipends to these Adhyaksha and Upadhyakshas, these able youth of our India, they will definitely get their family background support because they have a financial support now. And trust me, when these youths have a family support and financial support, youths of this country will make wonders in this nation. Yes, youths of this country will make wonders in this nation if they have family and financial support. And that too, what's the question here? The question is very simple. If we don't allow our young India's, young yuva leaders in our young parliament, if we don't allow our youth's creative and full efforts in our parliament, then how is it possible to call ourselves as young India? How is it possible? If there are no yuva leaders in our parliament, how India will be called as a young India, young nation? How is it possible? If we don't allow these great efforts, this creative thinking of our yuvas of this nation in our parliament, then how is it possible to imagine a bright future for the next generations? How is it possible? It's we who have to motivate our youth. It's we who have to inspire our youth to join the political field. And that's only possible, that's only and only possible when we give financial support to all yuva karyakartas, at least to the able karyakartas who really work tirelessly for the future building process of this nation. That's why, my dear friends, I really want to know your comments. If my solution is right or wrong, please let me know. And if you have any other solutions, you are please welcome. So I request all the political parties, I request all the political leaders, please pay stipend to your yuva karyakartas. Please motivate them, please support them. Let us remove this theme of dynastic politics of India. Let us build our great future. Let us work for our young future yuva leaders. Thank you.